Moneta is building USDM, an essential tool for Cardano. USDM serves as a base asset for decentralized finance, promotes and enables instant on-chain payments, accelerating the growth and adoption of the entire Cardano ecosystem. USDM is backed one-to-one by U.S. bank deposits and money market funds managed by Fidelity and Western Asset Management, ensuring stability and security for all users. Genius Act, again, Cardano got a fiat-backed stablecoin. Fidelity, big bank in the United States, is involved, which is smart. And they have their stablecoin. From my understanding, that USDC is not big on Cardano, so they said USDM is the one we're going to use. And I think, again, Cardano, you got to be in position with regulation and compliance. Fidelity is all about that as well. Here we go. Pioneering stablecoin innovation on the Cardano blockchain. Regulated and compliant. Moneta meaning coin or money in various languages. Moneta Digital is a U.S. regulated money services business. Is the legal issuer and redeemer of the stablecoin on Cardano. So smart, you got a U.S. company. Born from the Cardano community as MiCA Finance, Moneta harnesses the power of community. So again, very U.S. oriented. They've been building this for a while, and smart again to be ready for the Genius Act. So if you've been using USDM, let me know how that feels. Now I got a couple other nice press releases that we're going to talk about for Cardano. So we got Cardano Foundation collaboration with Universidad Tecnológica Nacional of Argentina. So that's University Technology National of Argentina, right? So essentially what they're doing here, they're out in Brazil and also Dubai. They're working to teach blockchain technology. The ADA labs for blockchain applications, they're being facilitators for a program to teach these people here at the university blockchain technology. And when you're doing something like this, you're essentially showing them what blockchain is, but at the same time, you're like, but if you're going to build, use Cardano. Use the blockchain that we're teaching you because you're going to be the most familiar with this technology. And then they're like, by the way, we have the USDM. Backed one-to-one by the US dollar and treasury assets. That's what they're doing there. So I think that's a smart move, something I'm going to be watching for a while. Then we have Crypto Carbon Ratings Institute and Cardano Foundation releases MiCA compliant sustainability indicators for the Cardano network. Now they're like, okay, we in South America. Now we in Europe. The MiCA compliant, right? So that's the Markets in Crypto Assets regulation in the European Union, which mandates disclosure of certain sustainability indicators by issuers of and service providers for crypto assets, right? So the report highlights a few things. We'll go to that right here. Cardano employs a energy efficient consensus protocol in comparison to proof of work based protocols. Cardano consumes significantly less energy. Remember, proof of work is the miners. You got Bitcoin. Cardano is a proof of stake. So you have total annualized electricity consumption, 704.91 megawatts for Cardano network as of May 2024. So low on that end. Total annualized carbon footprint for the Cardano networks, and they have those numbers. The marginal power demands, transaction per second for Cardano, and then they go in additional electricity consumption and carbon footprint. The report provides sustainability metrics in line with the draft regulatory technical standards provided by the European Securities and Markets Authority in the second consultation package of the markets and crypto assets MiCA regulations. Overall, what they're saying is, just like the Algorand's, that type of blockchain, the Stellar Lumens, Cardano is also, better or than Bitcoin than for the environment. It's not bad as a data center like AI. It's not going to destroy, the environment by energy consumption. Another thing. So you got regulation and you got sustainability efficiency. And here's another one. Cardano announces strategic partnership with Serpro. Serpro is the world's largest state-owned information technology company. And this is out in Brazil. The collaboration aims to accelerate blockchain adoption and digital transformation in Latin America's largest public sector. As Brazil's leading government technology provider, Serpro processes 33 billion transactions annually and manages more than 30 petabytes of data across various cloud platforms. Serpro's workforce of over 5,000 specialized technology professionals, including 2,000 dedicated developers, powers the digital solutions serving 90% of Brazil's federal administration. Again, they say we're going to Brazil. We're going to work with universidades. We're MiCA compliant. So when you're ready, and then we're also back in Brazil working with a publicly owned technology that works in the federal government. I don't know, but I think that's a smart move. Y'all let me know what you think. Viridian, a next generation digital identity platform. So I remember Viridian, they still out here building. So again, let's see, are they gonna be in Brazil in this one? So Viridian represents the future of digital identity management for individuals and enterprises. The Cardano Foundation eagerly announces the launch of Viridian, an open source digital identity platform for individuals and organizations. Introduced alongside its first product, Viridian Wallet, the platform puts users in complete control of their digital presence, delivering verifiable credentials and robust data security. Again, we'll go over some of the key advantages. Comprehensive control. This is for the Viridian Wallet. Decentralized identifiers enable digital identity sovereignty, eliminating third-party dependencies. And digital identity is something that I've been talking about on this channel for a few years, and it's becoming more useful as we go, especially in countries outside of the United States. Post-quantum security, verifiable authenticity, global interoperability, full transparency. We love that. Cost-efficient scalability. Again, another tool for governments, countries, like you got the COVID passports, you got, let's say, social security type things. You got all these different things. Excuse me here. You got all these different things that would be useful for this type of technology. So Cardano, I think, obviously will go to countries like Brazil, push this technology, and see who will adopt it. And the final thing I got for the Cardano ecosystem is we're highlighting 3 projects building real utility on Cardano and pushing the ecosystem forward. So these are 3 different projects. I think 2 of the 3 are very interesting, but this is part of their feature Fridays. Here's the first one. So Liquid. Earn interest on your Cardano assets and borrow with security. Borrow with speed. Borrow with flexibility. So this is a borrowing and lending platform right here, and staking and voting. So they have over 116 million deposited into Liquid. So how it works, you lend your assets, right? Earn on the lend. Then you borrow if you want to, and then you yield liquidity. Yielding liquidity is the next step. So simple as that. Borrowing and lending platform. And then once you launch the app, you have the assets here. Cardano, obviously, you got some type of USDC. And as we just discussed, USDM is on there, but they have a USDA, USDT. So a lot of USDTs, but I definitely like the USDM. They have the staking page where you can stake your Liquid, vote in the governance right here. And then supply. Obviously, some of the best supplying that you can get is here in the stablecoin realm. So essentially, if you got USDM, you're back 1-to-1, deposit here, earn 15% on the stablecoin. That's what I like about it. The next platform, the Oracle standard for on-chain data integration. Oracle's, again, like Chainlink, right? This helps connect our non-essentially crypto world to the crypto world and help you build different type of apps. This is more for the developers, for the organizations, and for the companies. So this one's up on there. They got all their data about being up on time. And then finally, ADA stats. This is more of a block explorer. It tracks everything in the Cardano ecosystem, 28 billion market cap for the ADA price, and 79 cents for the price, over 3 million holders. So this is where you can get some data from. Good data platform. And that's what I got for y'all for the Cardano ecosystem. Let me know what y'all think.
Passive income, gold in my dental. Thank God for my mental. Investor fundamentals, told my girl it was simple.